Okay, dear students, let us continue the topic friction. So today let us study the concept of fluid friction. So before starting fluid friction, first let us understand what are fluids. Yes, what are fluids? So we know that there are three forms of matter. Already you have studied three forms of matter, is it? That is solids, liquids and gases. So example for solids, that is ice. Liquids example is water, and gaseous example you can take, that is water vapor, is it? So then what are fluids? Yes, fluid is a common name given to liquids and gases. So, liquids and gases combination we call it as fluids. Okay, fluid is a common name of liquids and gases. Liquids and gases are called as fluids. So, whether force of friction is only exerted by solids? Yes, whether it is exerted on friction is exerted only by solids? No. Okay, it is exerted by all forms of matter. Friction is exerted by all forms of matter, maybe solids or liquids and gases. So liquids and gases which exerts, we call it as fluids. So what is fluid friction then? So the frictional force exerted by liquids and gases is called as fluid friction. Friction exerted by liquids and gases. Liquids and gases are nothing but fluid. So friction exerted by fluid is called as fluid friction. So what is fluid friction? It is the force exerted by liquids and gases. Okay. So it is also called, fluid friction is also called as drag or drag force. Okay, fluid friction is also called as drag or drag force. So may have seen the examples. Let us see where the fluid friction we can see. So that is when an aeroplane flies in air. So it faces resistance from air, right? Where there is friction, which reduces its speed. So air which reduces the speed of the aeroplane. So this resistance is nothing but air resistance. This is a fluid friction, right? Fluid, air is a gaseous, right? So gases which produces the friction. So air resistance is fluid friction. Next, let us take an example now. So when a speedboat moves in a sea, so it faces the resistance from water. You can see in between the boat and the surface of water, there is a friction. So it faces resistance from water in the sea, which reduces its speed. Speed of the boat is reduced by friction. So this is frictional force of water. So this is a fluid friction. So liquids, water is exerting a friction, so which is fluid friction. So these are the two examples which I have given for fluid friction. So what factors on which fluid friction depends? So let us study now what are the factors which affect the fluid friction. So the first factor, that is speed of object. That means speed of an object is a factor where it affects fluid friction. That means more the speed of the object, more will be the fluid friction. If the object is moving in speed, with a great speed, then fluid friction is more. Okay, it is less. If there is a less speed, then the fluid friction is less. For example, a speedboat will face more friction compared to a pedal boat. So if we compare two boats, speedboat and a pedal boat, friction is more in case of speedboat, because where it is having moving with a high speed. Okay, so speed is the first factor on which fluid friction depends. Okay, second, It depends on the shape of an object. Yes, shape of an object. Fluid friction depends on a shape. So, if you carefully look at a fish or a bird in flight, you may have observed a fish or a bird. You will notice that their bodies are narrow in front and then gradually broaden till they again become narrow at the tail. So such a shape is called as streamlined shape. Okay. So the streamlined shape offers minimum force of friction in air or also in water, and it helps the fish or birds to move faster. Okay. So when an object is shaped in such a way, it offers minimum friction in air or water. The shape of an object is said to be streamlined. Okay. So this shape is called as streamlined. So if object is streamlined, that means pointed from front, okay, they face less friction, fluid friction. But if object is not streamlined, it faces more friction. Example, a truck will face more friction compared to a car. Okay, truck is facing more friction where it is not streamlined body, but if you compare a car where it is little bit streamlined. Yeah, so at front it is little bit narrow, pointed, right? So truck will face more friction compared to car. So the second factor is the shape of an object. Fluid friction depends on the shape of an object. If the body is streamlined shape, then friction is less, fluid friction is less. If it is not streamlined, fluid friction is more. Let us study the third factor. The third factor is size of the object. So larger the size of the object, more will be the friction. If the smaller the size of the object, less is the friction. So example, a ship will face more friction compared to a boat, because ship is of larger size compared to boat is of a smaller size. Is it? So ship which is having larger size exerts more fluid friction compared to a boat. Okay. So this is the third factor on which the fluid friction depends. Size of an object depends on fluid friction depends on size of the object. And the fourth factor, fluid friction depends on nature of fluid. So on which liquid or on which gases the object is moving. So it depends on nature of the fluid. If the fluid is more viscous or dense, we call thick, there will be more friction. If the fluid is more thick, then the friction will be more, fluid friction will be more. If the fluid is less viscous or it is thin, if the liquid is thin, there will be less friction. Okay. So example, water is thicker than air. So there is more friction in water compared to air. That means friction is more, fluid friction is more in water, then fluid friction is less in air. If we compare water and air, fluid friction is more in water, okay, compared to air. So this is why aeroplane moves faster than ship. So this is the reason why aeroplane moves faster than ship. There may be question like this, why aeroplane moves faster than ship? What is the answer? The answer is because there is more friction in water compared to that of air. So in air the friction is less compared to the water. So aeroplane moves faster than ship because the fluid friction depends on speed also, is it? So aeroplane moves faster. The speed of an aeroplane is more compared to ship because which depends on nature of the fluid. Okay. So why it is important to reduce fluid friction? In sometimes when we have to reduce the fluid friction. It is important to reduce fluid friction because it reduces fluid friction reduces the speed. Yeah, fluid friction reduces speed of the vehicle. So if there was no friction, vehicle would move faster. Yes, no? So If there were no friction, what happens? The vehicle would move faster. So we have to reduce fluid friction. It is important to reduce fluid friction to reduce the speed of the vehicle. Okay. Next, it increases the cost. If the fluid friction is more, then it requires more energy, more fuel is required. So it reduces the efficiency and increases the cost of a running vehicle. That means more fuel is required to overcome fluid friction. So that is why it is important to reduce fluid friction. If fluid friction is not reduced, what happens? It increases the cost of the vehicle, running vehicle. Okay. So how to reduce fluid friction? Fluid friction is reduced by streamlining the shape of a vehicle. So this is done by making it pointed from front like bird. So copying the animals, we have designed aeroplanes, ships, boats, rockets, etc. Yeah, which have streamlined shape. Also wings are provided in case of aeroplane. So this shape offers least friction in air and water and hence helps in reducing the friction. Okay. This in turn helps them to move faster without any increase in the fuel consumption. This helps in reducing air resistance and increase the friction. So increasing the speed and efficiency of an object. So fluid friction is reduced by streamlining the shape of the vehicle. So how it is done, where it is done, let us see now the first example where it is done. That is, front of the aeroplanes are pointed. They have wings. This reduces friction in air and makes the aeroplane to travel faster. You can see how the aeroplane is designed, where it is pointed and it is provided with the wings. This reduces the friction in air. So fluid friction is reduced by streamlining the shape of the vehicle. So in the next example, you can see boats and ships are also pointed in front. You can see here it is pointed, it is having streamlined shape. So this also reduces friction in water. The next example you can see similarly car is also streamlined to reduce air resistance. So where this air resistance is also called as drag. Okay, fluid friction is also called as drag. So this is streamlined to reduce fluid friction. So what we studied, fluid friction is a force of friction exerted by liquids and gases on objects moving through them. So fluid friction depends upon speed of an object, shape and size of the object, and the third, it depends on nature of the fluid. Okay, so birds flying in air have streamlined body to reduce fluid friction. Birds are having streamlined body. In the same way, fishes are also having streamlined body where it is living in water to reduce fluid friction. See, it is all nature gift, right? So birds, it is having streamlined body. Fishes, it is having streamlined body, is it? So it is natural, nature given gift, right? So why it is like that? Because where it is, it can easily live in that nature. So birds living in air which can move easily by reducing the fluid friction. In the same way, fishes also. So aeroplanes and spacecrafts have streamlined body to reduce fluid friction. So by applying the same method, by streamlining the body of the vehicle and spacecraft, so where we have reduced the fluid friction. So this is how the fluid friction is being reduced. Hope you all have understood about fluid friction. Yeah, okay. So this is the end of the chapter friction. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Thank you.